nice part about pulling the salt water off the wells, a lot of these wells are located out in the country, out of the city a little bit, you know, and you get out, get some fresh air, get out of the traffic a little bit. Of course, I work nights, and I like that real well. But these wells, they're in the Barnett Shale. I'm in the southern part of Tarrant County right now. We go to Johnson County and a couple other counties from time to time, but well, it's pretty good work. It's pretty interesting. These wells, you know, they produce salt water. It comes up with the gas, and the salt water goes in the wells. Of course, the gas goes directly into the pipeline. You can see these vessels here, and it separates the gas. There's not much oil or drip on these particular wells. Now, when you get out west of us on the west side of I-35, they get quite a bit of drip in those wells, so then you have to have the color cut to find out where your oil is floating on the top and the water's below. So you got to figure out where your oil stops at and your water begins. That's a pretty easy mathematical formula on these wells. These tanks are about 300 barrel tanks, gallon, 300 barrel captivity. So, you know, just a simple formula to fill that out. We pull the salt water out of the wells and we take them to disposals, and it pumps it down in the earth, you know, 10, 12,000 feet into the saltwater river. There's an Ellenberger around in this area and west of us, the saltwater river. So it's a pretty simple process, and not that hard to work. You just got to kind of stay focused and watch what you're doing. Of course, it's that way anything. And say a nice prayer every day to God to help be safe and nobody gets hurt in accidents. And you know, do all things as if you do unto the Lord. And that way you stay in trouble. Now, I'm not just preaching to you. I'm preaching to myself. I have to remember that. Sometimes I feel like someone's getting over on me, or I'm not being treated right or treated fair. You got to think about the thoughts that you're having, and sometimes you should bring every thought into captivity to see whether it's good. Think on the things that are good. Things that aren't good, you just move on to something else. Because if you think on things that aren't good, draw conclusions that aren't true. The Lord said if you must make a judgment, make a righteous judgment. Go by what you see necessarily or what other people say, but God reveals things to you. We all make mistakes. Try to forgive our brothers. Pray for people, because the Lord is coming back soon. Oh, someone said, oh man, they've been saying that for years. Well, you know what? We're 2 years closer. One day is 1,000 years. Fine. We're moving into the third of 1,000 years. Number 3. 3 days, 3,000. It's been over 2,000. Just like the Good Samaritan, you know, paid for the man that was beat up laying in the road while the self-righteous people walked by. Oh, poor guy got robbed, got his clothes stolen, everything he owned. The Good Samaritan stopped and helped him. Took him to a place where he could be taken care of and give him 3 days worth of money. That's a parable. The Lord's coming back soon. People, you better start fearing the Lord. Fear the Lord. He's a jealous God. He's jealous of what's His. He's jealous of what He's created. It's His glory. You know, the Bible, oh, I believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus. Well, you know what? The Bible says even the demons believe in Jesus and they tremble. I know people that say they believe in Jesus and they don't even tremble. They don't even consider the things they do. I'm telling you, He's a holy God. The Bible says without holiness no man shall see God. Sin separates. This nation, people of God, need to get down on their face. Thank God for what they have. Thank God for all things work together for the good to those who believe in God and just praise His name. Have faith. Quit looking at your surroundings. If the eye would be single, the eye is the light. If the eye be single, that's focused on God, you wouldn't be worried about all these other things. Like when Peter walked on the water, he took his eyes off the Lord and he sank. He looked at his circumstances. God's in control of circumstances. He can change them. Or maybe he's teaching you a lesson. Maybe you brought things on yourself. Consider that. Seek God. Repent. Live for the Lord. And your treasures will be stored in heaven where the thieves and the crooks and the robbers can't break in and steal. He said, you loan to the poor, I'll pay you back. Consider that. Consider who God is. Consider we reflect His light. You want to reflect darkness? Live for the devil? Oh, there's no devil? Yeah, he's got you, sucker. He's got you really believing that. There's no demons? Exactly what he wants you to think. I hope you don't find out the hard way someday. The Bible says the sheep's going to be on the right, the goats are going to be on the left. And the goats are greedy people. They don't care about nothing but themselves, their own money. Filthy lucre is filthy to God. The wise things of the world are foolishness to Him. Consider these things.